Hey everybody, it's Ron Jackson here, and I'm live. And I'm actually going to be working on sight reading during this live stream, practicing in front of you actually. And so if you have any questions, please, you know, send me some questions. Um, it's very important for me to practice, and I have the sheet music in front of you that I'm going to be trying to look at. This is something I had last night, Unit 7. And I already know how to play this, but I'm going to practice sight reading things that I don't know, which is very important, everybody. And I've been working with a drummer. I haven't taken a lesson with him in a while, where you learn how to count rhythms while you're playing. Well, this is a good example, but see, I know this song. So you could take a song that you don't know. Let's see, Plaza Real. So I would set the metronome. I'm going to look my metronome up right now to read this. I don't know this at all, really. Maybe I heard it before, but the thing is, if you're going to learn how to sight read, you've got to actually know. You've got to not know the song at all. That's the most important thing, is not know the song if you're going to sight read, okay? So that's not sight reading otherwise. You're just playing by ear. A lot of people who read actually tabs, they have to know the song to actually read it, because you're not really reading if you're using tabs, okay? So I like to take out a metronome, a very simple metronome, like just on my phone. Let me look it up right now, Metro. And then so I'll just take a metronome like this, very simple, and just make sure I'm clicking out the time. So this is in I'm gotta be sight reading, okay? So I wanna put this not too fast. Okay, and this is called Plaza Real, which is like a medium funk ballad. So it says 92, but I'm gonna actually set it to 70 instead. Not too fast, everybody. And what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna see how fast it is. It's actually, they say it's a funk ballad, okay? And then it says the quarter note's 92, and there's no key signature, so that means it's in the key of C. But what I like to do now, because I study with a drummer, I want to practice this with a metronome, but count all the rhythms. So I'm going to be going like this: 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and be able to play through those rhythms like that, okay, and keep my time and be accurate with the rhythms. Because when I looked at music before, when I used to sight read a lot of stuff, I would never really think about the actual rhythms itself. I would think about the notes more, where the rhythm is the most important thing. So let's do this kind of slow. So I'll try to count out loud and play this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. So now it's in 6 for a second. Okay? Now, so I gotta keep going. So that changes there. So maybe I have to use like a constant quarter note instead of every beat. I have this on 4 beats a measure. So let me keep going with this. Ready? 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So now let me start at 4 again. 2, 1 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 2 3 and 1 and 2. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and the 3 and 4 and 1, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So 1. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now, so the only thing is, if you set the metronome to 4/4, when you get to the 6/4 bar, you know, you can't use a 4/4. So it's better to have quarter notes here. So if you have any questions or anything, let me know, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I'm doing a live workshop. Hey, Felix. How are you, Felix? Good to see you. So I'm doing like a live practicing on my sight reading, everybody. So what I'm doing is, what I learned from a drummer is, it's important to count these rhythms and tap them or whatever. So for example, if I'm playing these rhythms right here, I gotta go 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and, so I gotta go 1, 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and. See, what I'm doing is, to be able to play these accurately, I got to subdivide in my head like a drummer. When I'm sight reading guitar, I don't think like that. That's the problem. I start thinking like a different way. You know what I mean? So when I'm playing guitar, I don't think like this. I have to actually, what's the word? I actually have to like when I used to play sight read a lot. Let me show you this. You can't see this rhythms actually, guys. Sorry about that. Let me move this over here. So this rhythm right here is much more complicated. If you look, let me move this book here a little bit over. So if you look at this rhythms here, these are much more complicated. If you look carefully, okay. And so what I'm doing is, so if I want to play this accurately, I have to count in my head. I have to go 1, 2, and so this says 8 VA. So that means 8 VA means up an octave. So you know, if you know how to sight read, you'll know how to look at these rhythms, and 8 VA means go up 1 octave. So I'm going to do it up here on the guitar neck, okay? Instead of down here, or here, okay, or here. Remember, the guitar's hard to read on because you can play, this is so many ways. I played that B, that's a B note, and I played that so many ways already. So let me show you. So it goes like this. 1, so it's like 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and see, I can't do it very well. I can't count all the Andy Andas really well. So I have to practice. So I have to go 1 E and 1 E and. So I have to take the metronome and play it real slow like this. 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. Hey, let me see. There's a bunch of comments coming in. Hey, how's everybody doing? So let me see the comments here. Are you teaching yourself, son? Me? I'm not teaching myself. I'm practicing. So what I'm trying to do is I'm reading all these notes and I can read these. I'm just practicing in front of you. I don't practice enough, everybody. So, I'm a professional musician, but I need to practice. And one thing you can always practice is your sight reading. So what I'm doing is I study with a drummer, and when drummers are always counting, but when I'm reading, I know what these rhythms are. I know what beats they're on, but I don't know how to count out loud and play along. So I'm practicing that. So if I play this and I sight read this, it would sound like this. Hold on one second. Let me keep looking. So I'm actually practicing. Let me see. So Brandon's asking, then why is it labeled down an octave instead? He said, no, this means 8VA. That means up an octave, Brandon. 8VB means octave lower. But look, they want you to play this an octave higher. So on the guitar, this note is this. It's a B. But they want you to play it up an octave. Okay, that's what that means, Brandon. Brandon V. Joker and the Joker. So Felix, let me see what Felix has to say here. So you should consider getting a conductor's baton for showing the current of the jazz piece. I could. I don't have a conductor's baton, though. I do actually somewhere, but I don't need one. Well, why would you ask that question, Felix? That's a good question. Well, that's a good, that's a good statement. But I don't, I know how to conduct with my hands. So one good way to know rhythms is to conduct. But one good way to learn rhythms and how to play in time is to count. Now, really count in your head like a drummer. And I learned that from a drummer because I never thought about that because I play notes all the time like most instrumentalists and guitarists. And most guitarists can't read. So if I'm going to play this, it's going to sound like this. If I go slow without thinking about it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, but I can't really do that, Felix, because I'm playing at the same time. I know what you're saying. But I can go like this. I can go like this, for example. If I conduct and I sing the melody, like, let's say this. Watch this. If I play this, watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and so if I sang this out loud, listen. Da, 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 da. See, that's the rhythm. 1, da 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 da. Oh, sorry, I messed that up. See that rhythm? So when you get to here, 3, 4, it's the same rhythm. 1, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh, da da. Mess that one up. So 3, 4. 1 da 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 da. Oh, sorry. 1 da. This is hard. This is slow. This rhythm here is a quarter note triplet. 2, 3, 4. 1 da 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 da. No, see. Da 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 da. 3, 4. Da 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 da. 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da. So this is actually tricky. So when I'm practicing, everybody. That's that way you want to obstruct the notes. So look, yeah, Felix. So just so you guys know, Let me see what feel like. So everybody who's watching, I'm working on my sight reading. So I feel like my weakness comes to 16th notes, like dotted 16th notes and triplets. Yeah, I think that's very common, Brandon. Okay, so that's why I'm practicing. Remember, everybody, when you practice, I tell my students this all the time. I have a great, I had a student just now in California. What you have to do is practice what you cannot do. So let me try to play this now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1, 2, up an octave, sorry. 1. Oh, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3. Now this is at 1. 1. I'm off by a beat. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I messed that up. 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1. There's a repeat. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 4. Messed up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. So it does the same thing over and over. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm always counting because before I never would count out loud, everybody. And it's very important to count out loud. So Brandon V says, I'm in the process of I remember practicing sight reading for an hour and a half a day during quarantine. Oh, good. You know what? You know how I learned how to get my sight reading together, guys and girls? It's from gigs, and I did a lot of Broadway shows at one time years ago. And I thought I could read, but reading is different. Like when you do a Broadway show or something like that, that's like you look at the music and you read. It's not really sight reading. It's like you're reading the music and you don't remember it, but you know it when you're playing, when you're actually doing the show. But this is actual sight reading where I don't even never seen this before. I've seen I think I've turned to this page before, but I've never played through this just to practice my reading. So sight reading is a whole different thing to me. I feel that I understand the rhythm better when playing with the song. So the thing is, Brandon, that's a good thing to talk about. So the most important thing when you do sight reading, everybody, is that you don't know the song at all. And that way you're really reading. So I don't know this song. I mean, this is a Wayne Shorter tune. It's probably like, it's from Weather Report. So I've never heard, maybe I've heard this, but I don't know this. So I'm really reading everything. It's really important to learn how to read and practice your reading and your rhythms to songs you don't know. So let me continue here. Watch this. 1, 2. So now remember, everybody, I'm playing this down here. This is easy down here, but now imagine if I'm reading down here. So I know how to read in most areas of the guitar, actually, pretty good. So just so you know, what really helped me was this book right here, everybody. A Modern Method for Guitar by William Levitt. You know, when I studied at Berkeley, um, it's really helpful. This book, you know, if you want to check out that book, you can just go to my. I'll show you right now. You can go to my Amazon store and check it out and get a copy of the book. It's really a good book to learn how to read on, everybody. And it's really important to work on your reading if you want to be a professional musician in some circles, you know. It's not necessary, actually, because always you should have a good ear and be able to read and know songs and you know, and know how to comp and know how to improvise if you want to be a jazz musician. But there's so many things that are involved with music. Let me show you my Patreon thing here. So look at this, everybody. So I'm going to continue here. That's a good book. So I'm going to continue here. So I'm going to read it up here this time to challenge myself. It's not hard because this is the key of C still. So it's 4, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it goes 1. So now let me count on 4 now. So now we're doing 2 notes at a time, double stops. 3. Messed up. 1, 2. Again, let me do it again. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now, what's interesting here? There's no chords written out. So I'm just sight reading this for fun, everybody. Let me see some of the comments here. We'll get that copy. So if you want to get that, Felix, I'll show you on my store. Let me send you my let me send you guys. I think I have it here. If you want to go to my Amazon store, here it is. You can pick it up on my Amazon store right there on the banner, everybody. On the top there, Amazon.com/shop/Ron Jackson Music. So look, let me look at another song. Now look at this, man. Look at this stuff. This is the stuff that I have a hard time reading. If you look carefully, this kind of stuff, you know, like this funky, ballady stuff on, you know, that you see, like, you know, a lot of the fusion stuff. This is hard. So look at this. So this is first, when you're reading music, you've got to be able to say what key signature you're in. You know, this is the key signature. Okay, and that's the key of D flat. Okay, and so to me this is the key of D flat. So I don't know if it really is, because I mean, then it goes, it's weird, it goes to this key, well, it goes to a G minor chord. So there's a lot of stuff happening here. So now you have to really know your 16th notes, everybody. So I have to count like in my head, like with this drummer that's taught me. I sing 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E, 1 E and 2 E, and there's a lot of stuff here, a lot of rhythms. So I would put that real slow on the metronome. 1, 2, 3. So that's the tempo we just basically did. This is pretty slow. This is at 48, everybody. So if I'm going to practice this, remember when you practice, everybody, it's very important to practice what you cannot do. A lot of people practice. Let me show this. Let me hide this one. Felix will said he'll pick up a copy. So just go to my my link there. You could get that book on my store. So look at this. So when I'm reading this stuff, man, you know, that's pretty hard to read to me. So it's like 1. So now I'm counting in my head. Da 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 da. No, one E and a two E, one E and a two E and a. So it's one E and a two E and a three E and a four E and a one E and a two E and a three E and a four E and a one E and a two E and. I'm singing that in my head, so I know what the constant is. 16 notes. One E and a two E and a three E and a four E and a one E and a two E and a three E and a four E and one, two, four. One E and a two E and a three E and a four E and a. Oh, that's actually way too slow. Let me do it faster. Tapa 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the beginning. So I'm going da 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 da. So I'm singing in my head. One etc. You see what I'm doing? I'm trying to sing those 16 notes in my head so I play them accurately, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Triplet. So next part is this. This is low on the guitar. So I like to transpose this up, but I'll play it as written. So it goes like this. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So now. So, oh yeah, you know what? This is all in D flat. So I've got to play I'm playing that wrong. So the key of D flat has 5 flats. So remember, everybody, if you're going to be playing these types of songs, you have to know your keys. Play through all the keys. So I'm in the key of D flat, which has 5 flats, and the order of flats is B, E, A, D flat, G flat. That's how you make a major scale in the key of D flat, okay? So the key signature determines the key, and it's major or minor or relative minor, just so you know. So let's try this. Let me try this right here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Let me try it again. 2, 4. 1, 2. See, I'm messing this up. So it's like I gotta do it a little bit slower. Because remember, I'm practicing. I'm sight reading and I'm practicing. And I'm playing way low here. 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2. See, I'm late. 3, 4, 1, 2. I'm a beat behind. So now, let's get to this part. So I would play that up an octave though, because it's way too low. But let's try it one more time. 4, 1, 2. 4, 1, 2. One, two. 3, 4. So I'm over here. This is tricky, actually, everybody. A lot of notes. Remember to practice what you cannot do. Man, wisdom. Thank you, Felix. So, yeah, if you practice things all the well, you know what? I tell people all the time to practice what you can't do, but also I tell people to review what you forgot too. So don't you know? So if you can't play what you what you practiced like 2 years ago, you obviously have to practice that again. You understand? So I'm always practicing things I can't do. This is hard, man. Look at this. I'm not used to reading 16 notes. You know, like I'll work on it, then I'll stop. You know, and then when you look at them, you get really confused, and then you have to look at the notes too. I have an easier time just playing the rhythm itself, but it's all the notes when you do these 16 note rhythms. Okay, we haven't even looked at chords yet. So if I'm looking at the chords, let me see. Let me bring this a little closer for you guys. So if I'm playing the chords too, that's tricky. So let me see. If I play the chords in the beginning, just like this. Yeah. There's an A flat pedal. It's like this. It's like what the do. So it goes da 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 do. Then it goes. So these are slash chords with rhythm. So I have to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm doing is that rhythm is a dotted eighth note with a 16th note. So I got to sing in my head 1E and a, or 1E and a, 2E and a. So it's like 1E and a, 1E and a, 1E and a. So I got to sing that in my head to be accurate. 1D and 1D and 1D. You know, one good way to do 16 note rhythms too is to actually now the thing is, you don't want to be clicking the strings like that, but you could do it in the air, like the 16 note rhythm. Can't you at first, let me see. Felix is saying, can't you at first read it as a drummer, then add notes? Yeah, you could do that too. Yes. Yes, you can do that too, actually, Felix. So when I studied drums with this great guy, he has a lot of YouTube followers now, and TikTok, and Instagram followers. He surpassed me. He just went all out with the rhythm stuff. And I took a couple lessons with him. And what happened was, his name is Jay Finishel. He's out. He used to be in the New York area, but he taught me to look at the notes and count while I'm playing them. And I never did that before. I would just like play the notes and just kind of like guess what the rhythms are, or try to think I'm playing accurate. But so when I'm actually doing this, everybody, I'm actually trying to really count and know what feel the rhythms. Because what happens is, subconsciously, if you keep counting, it'll become part of you, and you don't even think about it. So it's the same thing with just playing jazz in general. When I'm playing a solo now, I don't think about what I'm playing because I do it so much. It's the same thing with counting. Drummers are always counting, but they're doing it so much that they just do it naturally without even counting anymore. It's already automatic in their brain. Like it's like your inner voice talking all the time. It's important to count to me now. Not only learn the notes, but count. So let me go to the next part. Look at these chords here. So it's just regular chords. I don't know this. So now look at this. There's 4 beats here. So look, if I look at that measure and I look at this, you think it's 2 measures, but it's actually 1 measure. And the way it's divided looks like these are 4 different beats. So let me try it again. 2, 3, 4. That's interesting. Now look at all these chords here. I can't read that too easily, so I gotta go. So look at that. Those are all slash chords. I gotta go with those rhythms. So now, let me start right here. Look at all these chords, everybody. Let's look closely. See, if you look closely at those chords here, it's a lot of chords. So this is what you have to really rehearse with a band and get this together too. So look at this. Plus the phone's in front of me that I'm using to project this. So look at this. Watch this. I want to play this again. So I got to play a B major 9. So there's a different ways to play this. So I'm going to go like this. 3, 4. So major 9 is a major 7 with a 9. There's a few different ways to do it. I'm going like this. Okay. B flat major 9. So let me start right here. 2. Shoot. So I played that whole section. This is tricky, everybody. A lot of chords, man. So let me try that again. 2, 3. So now I'm not going that fast. Actually, that's about the tempo. It says 62. So I'm at 61 right now. So I'm at the metronome 61. I'm going to put it at 62. That's the tempo it's supposed to be. So let me keep going. So I'm actually doing the tempo. I should be doing it slower to practice, actually. So let me try that again. 2, 4. So I'm starting right here. 4. A lot of chords, man. Oh man. out here. So I'm just going through these songs, and this is a lot of chords here, and a lot of melody notes. So this is good practice for your sight reading. And there's so many songs like this. Now there's easier songs in here too. So you know I can read the jazz stuff pretty good, you know. So if you look at this, Lines for Lions, that's not a hard one to read either. I mean, because you know it's not like 16th notes to me. It's much easier to read this stuff. So if you look carefully, I'm going to move this over here because I can't really see. Let me turn this off for a second. So let's work on some jazz reading now, like not 16th note. So look at this. Uh-oh. If you look carefully, so that's Jerry Mulligan. I don't know this song really. I've seen this song in the book here. And this is called The World's Greatest Fake Book, just so you guys know. It's like a common book that you can buy. It's legal. So it has the right melodies. So watch this. So I'm going like this. So actually, while everybody's watching, thank you very much. If you don't follow me, please do so at Ron Jackson Music everywhere, okay? Ron Jackson Music. And, you know, if you're enjoying what you're hearing or seeing, you know, if you want to grab me some coffee or something, or super chat me, you know, or give me some lunch, that would be great. After this, I'm going to be hungry. So, look, so I'll take this song, okay, and I'll do like, I'll click this on one, and I'll click on one, 2, and 4, okay, like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'll do it a little bit slower, a little bit faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just reading through this. Now that's kind of fast for me to sight read, I think. I might slow it down a little bit. That's 70. Half note, okay? So I'm going to do it like maybe, so I can play it accurately better. I'll put it like at 60. So watch this. 60 half notes. So I'm going to go, I'm counting, I'm making this 2 and 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now look, you have to look, it's the key of G. So that means the key of G. 1 sharp or F sharp. So remember, you have to be able to play your scales a little. Play every possible way of it. So here's what it sounds like. Let me look at this really carefully. See if I can play it accurately. 1, 2. So this is the 2 and 4. 1, 2. Let me see. There's a comment here, real quick. Let me see. Oh, what are your thoughts about practicing with a loop pedal? You know what? I have a loop pedal, but I think it's even more impressive if you could play everything yourself. You know, I know people that do it. You know, it's like an art to do that, but I like to play everything myself the traditional way. Just play the guitar, be able to play all the bass lines and everything. So, but I think it's good for certain things, you know. So watch this. So let me try this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. For 1. know what? This is not hard to read to me, this kind of stuff. I mean, it's not easy, but it's not hard. So I can play that here. Actually, the second time I went. So when I'm reading these jazz melodies, everybody, I also could try to see how they outline the chords. So I could actually see that this is a G major arpeggio. So I could actually, I mean, since I'm a jazz musician, everybody, I actually see how chords and melodies are, you know, work against other chords. So I'll go like this. I do that naturally. Now this is kind of weird. It goes to. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So what I did is I did chord melody and harmonized everything. I basically whenever I read these types of songs, I know what the chord tones, you know, everything like that are against, you know, the melody notes against the chords. So I could create chord melody with this as well, with the jazz stuff particularly. Hey, can you convert any style into any can you convert it to a West style Montgomery? Felix, sure. I think I could do that. Watch this. Oops. I could do chord melody too. It's kind of tricky with this. Watch it. It's actually kind of, the register's kind of low. Now the bridge. Oh shoot. Oh. 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 So I'm using basically reharmonizing skills. I know all my arpeggios and stuff, so I can go. I'm just harmonizing the melody in thirds. Even try it. You have to know all your inversions, everybody. So I can really work this out if I want to, but I have to take time I'm gonna do the ending, and then so that's kind of easy to me. It's not hard. That's not hard, you know. To me, this is kind of common to do with jazz. So you should be able, if you're a jazz musician, like you should be able to take any kind of jazz standard. I play this song a lot. You have to be able to play this and do chord melody, like. So what I'm doing is I'm just basically reharmonizing this, but I can do it. I could do this basically by sight reharmonizing. Oh, my guitar tuner's out. So you should be able to take any jazz standard and do that. Actually, everybody, you see. Let me try another one. Oh, Out of This World, Sunny Side of the Street. So let's say, oops. Let's say, let me tighten this up a little bit. So like On the Sunny Side of the Street, or there's some, you know, it's a lot of cool tunes that you could do that with. So if I take a song like a jazz standard, that's very common to do that kind of stuff, everybody. So look at this. I'm going like, so like, this is a song I play a lot. You know, like My Romance, all these songs I can do, I can basically play jazz chord melody very, very easily. I'm not saying too easily. So like say On the Sunny Side of the Street, it's a great song. It just happens to be here. See that song? Let me lower it down a little bit here. So if you see that, On the Sunny Side of the Street. So it goes like this. Oh. So what I'm doing, I'm just basically just I'm just basically doing sight chord melody. I've never really done that song as chord melody, but I've been doing it for so long that I just automatically can do that. I mean, of course, I'm doing it on sight right now, But oh, it's kind of hard to see with this thing in front of here, this camera. But you know, but I can make it more fancy if I really worked it. I can go. So I'm just playing through all this right here, everybody. I'm just harmonizing all the melodies and following the chord progression. So I'm playing. Well, I'm here now. And I'm doing passing chords. Oh. 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 So what I'm doing is I'm just basically just harmonizing the melody like that. See, the thing is, I'm doing this on 6-string, and I've been playing 6-string the whole time. But remember, I'm a 7-string jazz guitarist too. So take a look at this. I'll do the same thing on 7-string guitar. Watch this. So I'll take out my 7-string. Ah, ha, ha. Now, here's what it sounds like on a 7-string. So I'll go like this. I have a lot of reverb on this. Watch this. Watch this. Now watch. So when I play the 7-string, it's a whole different world, everybody. So you know, so this has been good, everybody. I've been on here for quite a while. How long have I been on here? I don't even know. But I've been live for a while here, and if there's any questions, let me know. Nobody hit. Nobody hit. What's that say? I don't understand. Ron, are you teaching yourself? No, I'm actually showing people how I practice. So look at this. What I'm doing, everybody, is I'm teaching. I'm not teaching myself. I'm practicing. So what I do is this is how I practice. I'm a professional jazz guitarist and teacher and Broadway musician, former Broadway musician, whatever. Professional guitarist. I read. I don't use tabs. I read notation, and I have a lot of students. I teach this way to be a professional. Everybody. So I'm always enjoying your students. I'm about to head to bed and sleep. Where do you live, Felix? Where do you live, man? That's an interesting question. You're about to go to bed, man. It's like it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in the New York City. So why are you going to bed so early? So this is how I practice, everybody. Thank you, Felix, for watching. Um, so that's how I practice. Let me see if I'm going to look at some other stuff. There's a lot of stuff I need to practice, but I can't do this all day long. But it's good what I did today, everybody. You live in Scandinavia? Wow. So, Felix, just so you know, I have a new student near you. He lives in the UK, like outside of London. His name is Timo. And he started studying with me over there. I've had students all over the world, Germany, France, Italy, everywhere. So he's a new student that I have. And just so you know, he found me on YouTube and likes what I do. And we took a lesson yesterday, and he's going to study with me once every 2 weeks now. So there's so many things to practice, everybody. And what's good is to do things you can't do or you haven't done in a long time. Which is, in my case, many, many things. So look at this. There's so many songs that I need to practice, that I need to look. Like this one, Basin Street Blues. I'm gonna look at one more song. But I'm moving location ATM. So you know what, Felix, if you want to get cheap lessons or free lessons, just join my Patreon. Just so you know, if you join for a year, you get a free half-hour lesson with me, as well. If you want to join my Patreon, it's a great, and there's a lot of my lessons about jazz improv, chord melody, everything there. So take a look at that up there, and check it out, Felix, if you want to join. So, so you don't have to take lessons. You could just join my Patreon. It's as low as $1 to $3 to $9. Well, $3 you get free lessons. $1 you don't, but you'll get a couple of free lessons a month. And if you join at the $9 level, you get a lot. And then if you join $25, you get a lot. But if you join for a year, it's pretty cheap, man. You get a free half-hour lesson from me as well, online for free, for joining for a year, and you get 10% off the whole year. So that's all. If you want to check it out. Now let me show you this. I'm going to do one more song on the 7th string, and then I'm going to stop because I need to do other things. So this is a good song. I gotta look at that. And then this is good. So, the reason why I'm playing this song, everybody, is this. That I play this on gigs, and I really should know this song. So it's always good to review songs that you don't know or have played. So it's good for me to look at this, but it's hard to see with the phone in front of me. Let me try that. So let me try it again. Then it's good. I'm just looking at this song because I'm working on. I have to memorize these kind of songs sometimes. I play them on gigs. Um, so look at this. So this is a cool song, and so I'm playing this on 7 string. If I played it on 6 string, it would sound like this. So I play 7 string most of the time, but I play still 6 string still. So if I played it on 6 string, it sounds like this now. I don't have any reverb on this channel. Sorry. So I gotta put all those chords in there. It's a good one. Then like the. Then you could go like this. You could. That's the answer. Then you could go like this. Oh, sorry. Then it goes. Then it goes. So that's interesting. So that's an E flat minor 6/9 with a G in the bass. So I would go. Then the break. Then I would go. You could do like this. No. So that's that song. So thank you everybody for watching. I was doing some live practice on my sight reading. And you know what, everybody? I decided if I'm going to go practice, I'm going to practice live so you can see what I actually do. And because it really interests people to see how a professional musician practices. And remember, I'm practicing, so I'm not trying to sound good all the time. Because when you're practicing, you should be practicing things you cannot do. I mean, or practicing things you don't know, or brushing up on things that you haven't practiced in a while. When I'm playing, I'm playing. So if you watch my videos on YouTube, I'm actually really playing on those videos because it's a gig. When I'm playing a gig, I'm not practicing. But at home, I practice things I cannot do or I need to work on, like sight reading, chord melody, 16-note rhythms, counting, everything. It could be anything. It could be classical guitar, but it really interests people to see how I practice and see how pros practice. So that's what I did for you today. If you enjoyed what you saw, please definitely subscribe to me, share my live streams, follow me everywhere at Ron Jackson Music, and also do me a favor if go check out my Patreon, which is up there on top there, I think. If you want to join that. If you want to super chat me and help me buy some coffee or lunch, that would be great. I'm going to go get some lunch now. And thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I appreciate you all for being my subscribers who are watching. Felix from Scandinavia, who's been watching me for hours. And Check out my music everywhere. I'll be performing a lot in New York City. I'm performing tomorrow for Summer Solstice, my own band, at St. Peter's Church through Grand Central Partnership at East 53rd Street and Lexington Avenue at the Citibank building in New York City. It's a free concert from 4 to 6 p.m. Come by. You know, if you have any friends that are in the neighborhood, come by. It's free. I'll be there with my books and you know, everything in my CDs and vinyls. Like my book I have on Acoustic Guitar Magazine. You can pick up a book from me and hang out with me and check out my live band. And I'll see you guys soon, okay? Ron Jackson, thanks for watching my live stream. I have other things to do now, like other things. So we'll talk. I'll be going live again, practicing for you. Maybe tomorrow. Well, no, I won't have time tomorrow. But let's do maybe Friday, Saturday this weekend. I have a lot of gigs this weekend though. After this, so I'm glad to go live now and see you guys. You can watch the live stream, and I'll actually watch this again whenever you want to see how I practice and how I do things, how I do chord melody, all kinds of different things. Okay, have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.